What's going on, everybody? Subinub, and welcome to another tier list video. Today I'm bringing you the most accurate Pokemon Antagonist tier list. Now, if you're new to the tier list series, it goes as such. It goes goated, stupid good, okay, meh, and trash. And I'm gonna be real with you. I understand this, the format in this is a bit outdated. I know. This is about 2 generations behind. I'm gonna be real. This is the only one I could find that didn't include, like, the villains, like, from every sense that they've been introduced. So, like, for example, Archie, you had Sapphire Archie, you had Alpha Sapphire Archie, and you had Rainbow Rocket Archie. So all the people we see here had that on them, or they had, like, the bosses plus the admins plus the grunts plus the music. It's convoluted. So I'm gonna whenever I get to Rose, I will put Rose in. I didn't include the villain in Gen 9 for 2 reasons. 1, spoilers. I know the game's been out for a few weeks now, but some people haven't gotten a chance to play it. I'm going to hold off on spoilers until January. That way, you know, the people who got the game for Christmas has a chance to play it. And 2, I haven't gotten to that point. So, if you... but if you're excited for today's tier list, be sure to smash that motherfucking like button. And let's just get into it. Giovanni, the OG. I gotta put him in goated. You can't have a tier list for the villains and not have Giovanni in goated. Giovanni, to me anyway, this is like one of the embodiments of, like, corruption, evil, like, and I'm basing it off the games, obviously. That's the main source we have for these guys. But, like, Giovanni, like, he's just like, oh, you're gonna give me $20,000 for this purloin that I stole from a child? Bet. Get it. Get him out of here. And then, like, he goes on to create Rainbow Rocket. He literally invents interdimensional travel. He literally does that. Giovanni succeeded. Giovanni succeeded where Luzamine failed. Giovanni succeeded where, I don't know his name, that random scientist in Moss Deep and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and the Delta episode, he succeeded where he had failed. Because Giovanni won. In that universe, Giovanni won, and he used his money and wealth and power to create interdimensional travel and was able to assemble arguably the strongest villain team we've seen of all time. He actually did. And it's not even because, like, the trainers themselves are difficult. They had legendaries. This is the first time in a long time that we've had to fight legendaries of villains using. We've had, like, the last time we did that was in Black and White with N. That's the last time we had a villain have control of a legendary. Every one of the guys had a legendary. It was insane. Like, you have to get the man props. And he started doing that wanting money. That's the whole, he was a gangster. He was a mob boss. And then, like, he had a child, he goes, nah, and then just goes off. And he knows where Giovanni is, he just doesn't tell us. His son knows where he's at, he just won't tell us. Giovanni is one of the best Pokemon villains of all time, just because of how evil and powerful and cunning this man actually is. Sticking with Team Rocket, who the fuck is this? Whose man's is this? Instant trash. This is like one of the grunts that took over when Giovanni disbanded, I think. I even think this person was the actual person that, like, cause this is Heart Gold Soul Silver shit, right? I don't think this person was even the actual leader. It was Mars, wasn't it? No, Mars, it wasn't her. Was that her name? I can't remember. But it was sure as fuck wasn't this guy. This guy was not the leader. Hell no. Straight to jail. Archie. What's I like Archie? I'm gonna put him in meh. Archie, and also Maxie's also going in meh, and here's why. First off, in Ruby and Sapphire, they took the wrong orb. They were supposed to, like, Archie was supposed to get the blue orb, Max was supposed to get the red orb. They took the wrong one, unless I'm remembering it wrong. It very well could be. But they took the wrong orb. So how the fuck are you gonna go over every minute detail to figure out not only where to get said orb, but where to find said dormant legendary and wake him up to spread the ocean for the wildlife or spread the land for civilization and fuck it up that hard, okay? So that's whenever they go on a rampage. So right there, you're stupid. And then in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they took the correct orb, which is a good thing, right? They rectified the mistake, but you didn't take to account that these Pokemon have been dormant for thousands of years for a reason. You thought, like, with Archie, the only thing I could think of whenever, like, oh, I didn't mean the ocean spread. Okay, you're flooding the earth. What did you think was gonna happen? Ocean friends. That's the only thing I could think of that would define Archie's mindset. And then Maxie was just like, I don't know, he's the Snape of the villain team. He's just like, I thought it would be cool. Why? What? No, bad. Cyrus. Dude, Cyrus is a cold motherfucker. Based on what I know about Cyrus, I'm gonna put him in stupid good. Cyrus is a stupid good villain. He knows how to present himself in like a dignified manner. You know what I mean? He's very confident. Not in a Giovanni sense where it's like, you insignificant little worm. But he's very confident as in like, you can try to beat me. I'm going to win, but you can try. And he's he sees you and he doesn't shove you out of the way. Like, he sees you in the beginning of Diamond and Pearl, right? He doesn't shove you out of the way. He doesn't like tell you to stay out of his way. He's just like, pardon me, and leaves. So it's just like he knows how to present himself in a certain manner to make it seem like he's not the villain. Now his looks screams, I'm a villain. I'm gonna fuck your shit up. But the way he presents himself in a way that, if so long as you're not in his way, is very professional. And then he goes on to go to the Distortion World and Platinum. He got what he wanted. We just fucking left him. He left his ass to die in that motherfucker. So I think the way that he's portrayed is stupid good. His demeanor, his confidence, and everything is so good. It's just like the little bit where, like, you know, again, I haven't finished Diamond and Pearl and I never played Platinum, so, you know, fake fan. But I think that his whole demeanor is very, very, like, confident and very just, like, threatening in a sense. Like, he could literally just be buying lunch at a deli and he's just intimidating. The person's like, I better not fuck up. He ordered turkey. Don't give him ham. Gets this. This man is truly, I think, the most evil one here on this list. Like, Cyrus wanted to bring about a new world. This guy just wanted to control it. I think Getsus is one of the most deranged and evil people on this list. I'll put him in okay. Getsus is okay. Getsus is like I said, he's one of the most evil people on this list. He took his own child, brought him up to be like, oh, you're going to bring revolution to the world. You're going to revolutionize Pokemon, but the only way you can do that is if we ourselves become the monster. He convinced his own son in that, and it's like, yeah, as soon as I liberate Pokemon, I'm releasing mine. This is a necessary evil to do so. And as soon as he got in the position that Getsus wanted him in, he threw him to the wolves. And it was just like, no, bitch, you are now useless to me. Get the fuck out. It's insanity. And he's an okay, because like he kind of went overboard in that insanity, especially when you're introduced to him again in Team Rainbow Rocket. I think it was the first one Giovanni found, and he's just like, oh, I did everything right, and he won. But he kind of went overboard in Black 2, White 2, I feel like. If he had stayed the same level that he was in Black and White, he would have been stupid good, if not goated. But because Black 2, White 2, he's an okay. He went overboard. I understand why. He had everything he needed right there. He had it, and then we ripped it away from him. That would make a man go insane. But he's okay. I like him. He's just an okay compared to everybody else. Colress. He was appointed by Getsus as the second boss of Team Plasma. I'm gonna put him in stupid good, and here's why. I like Colress because he's not a villain. He's a Pokemon researcher. He needed funding for his research. He saw potential in what Team Plasma was doing, and he took that advantage. He's not necessarily a villain, but he's not a hero either. He's the type of character that's like, I want to learn everything there is to learn, and if I have to do this to learn that, I will do this. Like he's like his morals is I want to learn what's going to happen if I do X, Y, and Z. He's like when guessing, like I'm sure he's like the caveman that struck rocks, right? He's the one who's figuring it out. Somebody has to do it. And if nobody's like, everybody's just like, oh, don't do that because, you know, we don't know what would happen. And Chorus is like, well, I'm going to do it because I want to know what would happen. So that's why I really like him, because he's not even evil. He's just, he's not a good person. Don't get me wrong. Chorus is not a good person, but he's not evil. He's just, he wants to learn. And I really like that in a villain. I like a villain that's just like, I don't know why you're calling me evil. I want to learn. If you calling me evil helps you cope with the situation that we're happening, that's you. But I'm doing this because I want to learn what is happening. I'm not doing this for the benefit of humanity. I'm doing this for the benefit of me and my knowledge. I want to know everything there is to know. He's like the Orochimaru of Pokemon, but not actually insane and a villain. He wants to learn everything there is to know. Guzma, goated. Dude, I love Guzma, and here's why. Guzma's the first villain that didn't really want anything, right? Other than he wanted something, but it's not something like Chorus, where he wanted to learn everything there is to know, no matter what it took to get it. He's not like Giovanni, who's like, give me all the money. He's not like Getsis, who's like, I want everyone to do what I tell them to. He's not like Cyrus, where I want New World Order. He wanted respect. That's what he always wanted. Guzma has always only wanted respect. He's always wanted people to recognize him for his talents. And that's what I really like about him. He's such a cool villain because of that. His entire life, I'm gonna have to like eventually make a video about these villains and why I like them. But Guzma is just, he's on a different level. He's so different from everyone else. It's crazy. I love it so much. And it's so simple. And it's just like, he just took everything as like, you're not going to show me the respect that I want for my talents. I'm going to force you to see my talents. And it's insane. There's so much I could talk about it, but I don't want this to be a Guzma video. Luzamine, I have mixed feelings about Luzamine, right? Because Luzamine is just a crazy bitch. Luzamine is definition of crazy bitch. I feel like it's sacrilege to not put her in anything but stupid good. I like Chorus better than Cyrus, honestly. I feel like it's sacrilege to put her in anywhere not stupid good. I like Chorus more than Luzamine. I feel like it's sacrilege because she knew what she wanted and she did anything it took to get it. She's kind of like Chorus in that sense, but she's actually crazy. And she did it. And Sun and Moon, she got exactly what she wanted. She went to the Ultra Wormhole. She met Nihilego. She fused with it. First time we've seen Pokemon fusion with the human in game, which was insanity. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a Pokemon game. And then we beat the shit out of her. And then she went off to Kanto because she was sick, and we don't know what happened to her after that. I'm assuming she died. But it's crazy. But she would be goated if she was just like, you know, I want to do this. I don't know how to word it properly. That's keeping her from being goated is that she's just actually insane. Is that, which, you know, I like insane characters in fiction. I really do. But hers is a different kind of crazy. I don't know, man. I can't willingly put her in goated. I can't. So there's something about it keeping her from being goated. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I think it might be Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, where she went in and then she just bit off more than she could chew, kind of like Maxie and Cyrus here. It might be that, but I don't know, man. Lysander, actual garbage. His whole thing is kill all Uggos. That's literally it. That's his whole thing. He wants the world to stay beautiful. He wants the people to stay beautiful. He wants everything to be frozen in time, essentially. But it's one thing to be like, oh, I don't want things to change. I want everything to, like, right now we're in a time of peace. I want to make sure that we're in a time of peace. People stay young. The people who are in power get to continue being in power. The people who are able to inspire are able to continue to inspire. We don't lose that and go down and a spiral. But no, essentially, the way he phrases everything is just kill all uggos. That's essentially it. And we don't even get a good reason why. He doesn't really tell us a good reason why. He's just like, this world is beautiful and I want to keep it beautiful. So kill all the ugly people. No fatties. It's literally Abercrombie and Finch personified. That's what Lysander is. And I know he's not here, but I'm just gonna say Rose isn't trash in spirit, because though I like the idea of a chairman willing to do anything to help his people, including like cross lines he shouldn't. I don't know. It could have been portrayed better. Honestly, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, we saw signs that like something was happening, but the fact that it was a chairman just came out of nowhere. So he would go in trash. But that is my villain tier list. As always, this is the most accurate Pokemon villain tier list, and all of the tier lists are in fact wrong. But if you think I got something wrong, be sure to let me down in the comments down below. If you want to check me out, be sure to check out my second channel, Notification, for post all my non-Pokemon Learner content. Be sure to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Supernof7996, to check out me stream both Pokemon and non-Pokemon Learner content. If you missed any of my streams, be sure to check out my VOD channel, Shipping Up VODs. Whenever I stream, Twitch doesn't like keeping your VODs long, so I take them from Twitch and I put them onto YouTube. Be sure to check out my TikTok, where I post anything and everything. And finally, before it implodes on itself, be sure to check out my Twitter for all my garbage opinions. Everything that I just mentioned will be linked in the description down below. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Comment below. So think of the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, sub channel, helps series helps me as a whole. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Take bars, little man.